The moment the landing gear hits the tarmac, you feel a physical wave of relief. You've made it to the ground. But this is the landing trap. Arriving at the airport does not mean you are safe. If your itinerary says you have a 1-hour layover, your brain translates that into 1 hour of free time to stretch your legs. So you step off the jet bridge and do what everyone else does. You check your phone, you look for a coffee shop, you head for the restroom. This countdown timer shows exactly how those harmless choices consume a tight connection window. 15 minutes drop off the clock for a crowded bathroom break. Another 10 minutes disappear while you wait in line for a sandwich. Before you even know your next gate number, half your layover is gone. To execute a zero-error connection, you have to adopt a different protocol. You are not arriving, you are actively racing against a strict countdown. Failing to recognize that transition, staying in the mindset of a passive passenger instead of an active racer, is the primary reason travelers watch their connecting flights push back without them. The preparation for your next flight actually begins while you are still in the air. As the plane descends, you have a 5 to 10 minute window of uninterrupted time before the chaos starts. This is when you build your mental map. The mental map is a clear spatial understanding of exactly where you are landing and exactly where you need to go next, memorized before you ever leave your seat. Step 1 is to open your airline's mobile app. You need to verify your arrival terminal and gate right now while you still have a strong signal. Waiting until you are deep inside the terminal often means fighting with spotty cellular service or slow airport Wi-Fi. Next, use the same app to locate the exact departure gate for your connecting flight. This schematic shows a typical airport layout, with our arrival gate highlighted in red. A pulsing path traces the distance to your connecting gate, revealing immediately if it's a quick walk across the hall or a 20-minute train ride to a completely different concourse. Compare this to the amateur approach. Most passengers step into a crowded terminal, stop moving, and scan the ceiling for directional signs, while hundreds of people try to walk around them. By locking in your mental map before the seatbelt sign even turns off, you eliminate navigational hesitation. You buy yourself critical minutes the second those cabin doors open. The jet bridge exit is the highest risk bottleneck in the airport. It's a tight space filled with people who have no idea where they're going. Your primary physical rule for this phase is simple: walk smoothly, keep your head up, and do not stop moving for any reason. You will feel an overwhelming impulse to check text messages, call a family member, or coordinate a ride. You must ignore it. You are still on the clock. You will also see a restroom directly adjacent to your arrival gate. You must walk right past it. That specific restroom is always the most crowded one in the building because every unmapped passenger on your flight stops there first. This flow rate chart illustrates how a single stopped passenger at a choke point creates a cascading delay. Flow rate measures the volume of people moving through a space over time. When you walk slowly behind distracted travelers, their micro delays multiply, costing you valuable minutes. Aggressively bypassing this initial wave of arriving passengers puts you ahead of the curve. You reach the internal transit trains and security checkpoints before the crowd from your flight clogs the lines. Surviving the first 5 minutes off the plane without breaking your stride mathematically separates those who make their flight from those who miss it. Now that you are clear of the arrival bottleneck, you navigate the mid-terminal. Keep your rapid pace. Here is the absolute rule of the protocol. You do not stop for any personal service, coffee, or purchase until your connecting gate is physically in your line of sight. Eventually, you reach your intended departure area. You see the seats, you see the desk, and you see the aircraft outside the window. Do not sit down yet. You must complete a visual confirmation. You physically match the flight number printed on your boarding pass or app to the digital departure screen at the desk. Gates change without warning, and this verifies you are in the correct location. Once you secure visual confirmation, your mental state shifts. The race is over. The timer stops. This triggers the everything else phase. Only now are you authorized to use the restroom, fill your water bottle, or buy food, and you do it strictly within eyeshot of your confirmed gate, so you can monitor the boarding process. Securing the gate first transforms your layover from a period of high-stress unknowns into guaranteed, safe free time. We have all seen the frantic, panicked running of unprepared travelers dashing through the concourse. By following the protocol, you are the person sitting comfortably at the gate, watching them sprint by. The airport ecosystem is unforgiving. It operates on fixed schedules and strict cutoffs. It does not wait for you to finish your coffee, and it does not. The timeline for success is rigid. You build the mental map first. You get physical gate confirmation second. You breathe and relax third. Mastering this proactive approach removes luck from the equation. When you structure your layover as a zero-error race to the final checkpoint, you ensure your connections are never missed again.